So this is the Earth. It's pretty big up close. The Earth's diameter is 41 million feet wide compared to the Sun's diameter, which is 4.5 billion feet wide. The Earth to the Sun in feet is 493 trillion feet. So to put this in kind of ratios, the Earth is roughly 109 times smaller than the Sun. And the distance from the Earth to the Sun is roughly 12,000 to 1. So these are really big numbers, and it's really hard to make sense of these really big numbers. Human brains have a hard time wrapping themselves around really big numbers. So let's take some perspective. Let's apply some perspective. If the Earth was very, very small, the size of this ballpoint pen right there on the very tip, that is roughly 0.02 inches. In comparison, the Sun would be about 2 inches wide, or roughly the size of a golf ball. I'm taking a little bit of liberty with the measurements here. And the distance from the Earth to the Sun would be about 20 feet. Roughly right there. This little tiny dot here is the Earth, and that pink golf ball is the Sun. Now, if we take that and make it just a little bit bigger, so if we said instead of the tip of the ballpoint pen, the Earth was the width of the tip of the closed ballpoint pen, so that's about 1/10 of an inch there. Just making that small difference, the relative size of the Earth to the Sun would be about 1/10 of an inch to about a foot. And the distance from the Earth to the Sun would be just a little bit farther. All right.
I think this.
Yep. The distance from the Earth to the Sun. Whoa, sorry. The distance from the Earth to the Sun would be.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Maybe go that way a little bit so you stay in the shot. All the way. Woo! That's good. Woo! So, the distance from the Earth, which is about 1/10 of an inch wide, to the Sun, the orange ball way back there, would be about 100 feet. Now, making that just a little bit bigger. Come on back, Keith. If we make it just a little bit bigger, and again, I'm taking a little bit of liberty with these measurements, but if the Earth were the size of this ball, the Sun would be about the size of the Sun sphere in downtown Knoxville. And the distance from the Earth to the Sun would be about the distance from Tennessee Valley Unitarian Universalist Church to World's Fair Park. These are really, really, really big numbers. And the relative size of the Earth to the Sun is really, really small. In 1990, NASA's Voyager 1 was about 4 billion miles from Earth when it turned its camera back towards the planet and took a picture. The picture you see on your screen right now is that photo. It's very, very blurry, but when it was introduced in 1990 by Carl Sagan, he unveiled the image and called it the pale blue dot. And he said, "That's here. That's home. That's us." In 2013, NASA's Cassini mission retook this photo when it was close to Saturn. It turned its camera back towards Earth and gave us another picture of that pale blue dot. And as we close this time for all ages, to paraphrase Carl Sagan, That's our home. The tiny pale blue dot floating in space. No matter what terrible things we may face, the Earth is where we make our stand.